Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, the Mo is back. I was getting my hair cut today because I have this little line of grey hairs around the side, and you know what? I'm not even bothered. Sure, I'm getting on a bit. I'm getting to the big 4-0. I'm a couple of years away yet, but it's fine. And I thought, oh, look at my grey hairs there, aren't they lovely? And I thought, I'll get rid of them today. And I was doing this, and I was doing this, and I thought, I'll live with that for at least 24 hours. It could be gone the next time you see me. It may not. We'll see what happens. Ray, I don't mess. Back for another Transformers transformation review thingy. I thought I was doing Beast Machine's Snarl tonight, but then I realised, no, I had actually done Beast Machine's Snarl recently. Now, let me just give you a bit more information about that. The toy that I picked up, I thought was Beast Machine Snarl. Took me forever to find out what his name was. Quickstrike. He's Quickstrike, obviously. And sometimes you can get kind of lost in the syntax of names. One Beast Machines figure, one Beast Wars figure. It's kind of difficult. You can get a bit lost. I can anyway. This Transformers reviewer, who is not the biggest aficionado, supporter or whatever of the old BG, the old background, I can get quite lost in those kind of things. Now, the reason I'm doing this guy tonight, I'm off to Wolverhampton tomorrow, by the way. I'll be there for about 10 days. I'm going to be meeting up with George and maybe some other people who would be nice. The reason I'm doing this guy tonight is because three things. You may not have heard of him, you may not have him, and you may want him. All of these three things. It's exactly what I thought whenever I was, first of all, going through, because, now and again I go to TF Archive or Universe or Cybertron or whatever, and just peruse all the little figures and see the little reviews, and I was going, Quickstrike, oh yes, he's the snake. And no, the snake's Night Viper. Well, who's Quickstrike? I thought, what, Quick? And it was like, I don't have this figure. He's the epitome, absolute epitome of a Scout class figure. Perfect size. But the thing that that made me want to get this, out of all the other Beast Machines figures that I didn't have, out of any other Transformer I didn't have, is something that regularly I'm disinterested in. The background. The background for this guy, the character profile for this guy was absolutely impeccable. Let me give you a little bit of that right now. So he's Quickstrike Maximal Function Reconnaissance Warrior, and what he says, lovely bit of enigma and insight into this guy with his motto. Robots with courage and character always seem sinister to the rest. Discuss. You could write an essay, you really could. Quickstrike operates best alone, that's the voice there. Silent and reclusive, very intelligent, extremely dedicated to maximal cause, though not entirely trusted by fellow warriors. This made me want this guy so much. So you know how you're going to display this guy by this next sentence. Will only work with Black Arachnia, though there's no love lost between them, a true expert at hunting his prey. He's got to go next to Black Arachnia. Why not? It'll look great. Impossible to surprise, can virtually escape VCon detection, emits an electromagnetic emission shield, and walks soundlessly, disappears in subdued light or shadow. Ravage anyone? Best weapon is enemy's anxiety, but Sonic Howl can blow VCon auditory circuits. This last little thing would get a finger, but it doesn't, because given everything else we've just heard, it's really credible. And it is 2 words, loves music. Why not? As do I. I am a musician. Let's get on. Tiny little thing. He's meant to be a wolf. He's more like a Tasmanian devil or something. He's not very... And to look at him on my hand, you look at him going, he's dinky. You know what? He is dinky. He is a small thing. But he's got a lot of character. He's got an awful lot of character. Like, straight away, this doesn't need to happen. He doesn't need to do this, but his mouth will open. He's got the usual points of articulation. You can see them here. You can see all the articulation here. He's got this wonderful. This is what made me think he was. No, sorry, he is Beast Machines. My bad. You can. This is what makes him Beast Machines. These translucent blue parts. This techno-organic wolfy thing. You can see he's got this going on. Slightly the gold plastic. You can see his head. It's almost like it could be deemed a battle mask, Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Scout class figure, nice and small. Beautifully formed, absolutely beautifully formed, yes. Doesn't look like a wolf so much. I mean, he's got a very small head and a huge body, but there you go, that's fine. We're going to do this. I love this guy's transformation. Lift this section up. Look at this. You get him into this pose here. Now, some other trans metal 2 from Beast Wars will call this a third mode. They really would. This is going to happen. You extend the legs and you pull this section down. When you do that, his head, rather the tail, which becomes the head, comes to that point. We turn the waist 180 degrees, fold the little head into the body cavity. All the way down. Is that right? Let me just check that. Oh no, I'm sure. That's the way. That's the way. Now, what we do, you see, this is pretty much the robot mode, and it's a fine looking little thing. Now, he has gimmicks in this mode, which you really wouldn't normally expect, but it's really good to have a bot with gimmicks in this mode. Let's have a look and see how they've displayed him here. Yes, I thought so. Really nice little bot. I love this detail at the top. It allows you to kind of almost puppeteer his head. Now, here's an interesting thing. You can hold his head stationary, and his tail will still move. The jaw of the actual robot head looks like it will move. He is a bit ugly. I mean, he's quite ugly. He reminds me a bit of a gremlin or critter. Do you remember critters from the early 80s? Anybody who was around then? They were some ugly fuckers that came out of space. But there's a nice little bot. He's completely tidy. You wouldn't exactly know that he had a beast mode. Maybe you would think he was like a pteranodon or a pterosaur or something, but not exactly a wolf. And even that, yeah, having said that, he doesn't exactly turn into a wolf. It's a little bit crap. But look again, all this translucent blue, very ugly little face. That makes him so much more interesting to me. He is really ugly. Look at him. You just wouldn't. You just wouldn't. He has a gimmick. He doesn't need a gimmick. Look at this. You see the little button here? Press it. Flicks forward and he's got this big old dagger-like knife thing on one hand. Very nice. And you can see that what happens is the wolf forepaw folds completely out of the way straight away. Nice little bot. Becoming a little more rare to find. I have to say, I looked them up again recently on eBay, and the examples I found were all they were all carded, and they weren't at all cheap. Not in the way that this guy was. Tiny little thing, looks great in my. This is going to be under 10 minutes. Wow, this guy looks great in my collection. I really feel that my Beast Wars collection would not Beast Machines, excuse me, my Beast Machines collection would not be complete without this guy. I'm still missing a few, but I've got to get this guy because he's a Maximal, and the Maximals were really underrepresented, in my opinion, in the whole line. Loving this little guy, Quickstrike, the wolf apparently, Quickstrike. Very nice little bot. I would strongly recommend him. He's a scout class still, and an absolute, the epitome of scout class for any of the continuities that I can think of. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray, thanking you. Good night.